Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Test. Testing. Testing mic 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Testing mic 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I think you just have to speak up. You have to talk loud into it.
Okay. The volume for the camera, so maybe that will make the mic a little louder. Again, mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2.
Microphone check, 1 2 1 2. Microphone check, 1 2 1 2. Check check 1. Check check 2. Yeah? Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Good, okay. Alright. Alright, sorry. Tuesday night action here in the GMHL, the Bradford West William Arena. Game 3. Ville Marie Pirates, Bradford Rattlers. Series tied up at 1. The winner of this game will head back to Ville Marie, Quebec with a 2-1 series lead. Goalies for the Rattlers, Trevor Babin. For the Ville Marie Pirates, number 41, Jean-Mathieu Hewlett. In Game 3, from Bradford, Ontario, the sets get underway. Game 3 starts now with a face-off taken by the Bradford Rattlers. Terrence McLean lays a pass back over to Mashkov. Mashkov's got to hit his own man in front there. Pardon me, that was Martiska. And breaking it out now are the Ville Marie Pirates. They have some speed. They're working up the wing. Took it off just a little antsy at the last moment, and thus play being offside. Again, series is 1-1, tied between these two teams. Both games ending in a shootout. So both teams can go the distance. Both teams evenly matched. So no quarter given and none asked here in this tight playoff round. Puck got lofted in, but captain of the Rattlers can take it just as far as the blue line. Took it back off by the Rattlers. Now it's Bloom with the attack. Bloom a drive, and it gets easily turned to held by Trevor Babin. So the story of this series has been the road ice advantage. Each game, the road team has won in a shootout nonetheless. Ville Marie taking a 1-0 lead, and then Bradford storming into Ville Marie in a packed house in front of 600 fans to upset the Ville Marie Pirates 7-6 in a shootout. Each game has been high scoring, so you know both teams can pot the puck in the net, but you know both teams have tremendous goaltending on each side of the spectrum. It's Cameron Nealon to take the face-off. Won that, took it back off. Lucan now skates it up. Evgeny Lucan will lay it back down just wide of Villette. Getting in there is Liam Sweeney. Sweeney now laying it back over to Nealon. Crunched off just behind the net, and it's going to be taken off by the point there by Rudetsky. Took a good look. Pardon me, that was Jerry on the bump. And that gets lofted back in the length of the ice, snow ice, and it can be handled by Ramil Talipov. Trying to find Liam Sweeney on the attack, just out of the reach of the clearing temp, just got as far as center. And the Pirates need to come back up, and Liam Sweeney's going to come right back in. Liam Sweeney fends away a body check. Sweeney waits, gets in, makes it to the net in front there, and Hewlett met him with the pad save. Scar on the half wall continues, going to take it right back up there by the Ville Marie Pirates, and lofting it back in and handling that one, playing it aside as Trevor Babin laying it back over to Ramil Talipov. Matthew Tozer can't flip it up, got as far as the hash marks, clearing attempt, kept alive momentarily. Another nice move, but it's easily broken away there by Ramil Talipov. He'll start back in for Bradford. Ville Marie starting on their breakout. They have numbers up, looking for insurance there. Ville Marie going wide, trying to cut back to the net there and ringing it back, trying to get it to the front there. Took it off by a good defensive play by Andy Romany. And Yolette will loft it back in, out of the reach, taken off by Radetsky. Got it back to Tozer in front there, gonna get a drive going. Reba got taken back over the point there, gets to Fregrell. His drive got wide of the goaltender Yolette for the Pirates, and it gets worked back down low. Taken on there, looking for a man in front there, took it off, and the net has dislodged. So 17:44 remaining in the opening frame. The scores are 0-0. Not a whole lot of offense being generated early in this game, but you can expect that. Two tightly defensive teams. As Fagrell and Muskivinen man the line for the Bradford Rattlers. Adam Brisky on the draw, lost it momentarily. Penalty coming up to the Bradford Rattlers. So Ville Marie got to get their first chance in the power play early in this game to do some damage. And we're going to see what they can do with it. Matt Barrett out in the penalty box. Interference was the call, I believe. Ville Marie trying to start back on their first power play of the game. Puck took a clearing attempt, got as far as the blue line, rubbed back in by the Pirates, trying to get something going, poked away at the last moment by Cameron Nealon, just as far, and Levesque takes that back over for Ville Marie. Took it back off, good forecheck by Cameron Nealon, got it back over to Merdiska. Lost it down the length of the ice, and easily handling that one with the big paddle blocker there was Yolette. Ville Marie starts back up. Puck flowing in back in the corner, wide at Trevor Babin. Fagrell can't get it there, McLean does. Rub back in, and Nealon can't get it. Rubbing it back over there, and Radetsky pressuring his man. Ville Marie starting back up with just a minute 10 remaining in the first power play of the game. Levesque getting rubbed off hard by Mitsionas. Taking back into the Pirates. Working towards it, having to save. Big rebound in front there, and it's handled aside by Trevor Babin. Every player on the Ville Marie Pirates is either from Quebec or from France. So Ville Marie Quebec team try to represent their heritage well, and they do so here. Romani couldn't win the draw, rubbing his man off in the corner. There's Talipov. Levesque comes in to help. Levesque can't get anything going. He's taken off by Hampus Fagrell and working it back there to the Pirates. Working it back in there is Bloom. Waiting with it. Working it back down low. Try to get something going. Tries to work it back to the front. Wraparound chance. They score! Power play goal. It's 1-0. Alex Peters pots open on the wraparound. It's 1-0 Pirates. So, a second straight game here in Bradford. Ville Marie opens the scoring. Mashkov on the draw against goal scorer Peters. In comes Ville Marie once more, just offside momentarily. They had a 3-on-2 with numbers. Levesque going offside at the last moment. Lemieux against Mashkov on the faceoff. Mashkov trying to bump it away, took it off by Lemieux, back over to Bloom. He lost it back in just as far as the hash marks, and Mashkov lays it back out. Mitsionas gonna get by. Mashkov got over the red line just as far as him and laid it back over there, and Ville Marie will try to start it off if Mitsionas has anything to say about that. Trying to lay it back over the point there. A drive from the point got run wide there, and Mashkov gonna get the rebound picked up. Working it back down low, the point out of the reach of both defenders for the Bradford Rattlers. And Trevor Babin will lay it back over to Terrence McLean. Terrence McLean behind his own net, pressured off by two Pirates, laying it back over out of the reach of Luke and just as far as center, lofted back in, or McLean can start back up. Terrence McLean, let's go end to end. McLean uses it here, shot blockered away carefully back into the corner by Yolette. Taken back off by the Ville Marie Pirates. They try to get something going, saucing it back up the middle there. Intercepted by Captain McLean just momentarily, took it off by Dritcher. And laid back in on the Ville Marie Pirates with Trevor Babin trying to play it back over to Ramil Talipov. Ramil Talipov got his man Romane with the pass, couldn't get reach of him. Now Jerry. Jerry now ranked wide, took it off. Nice drop pass, finds Nealon. Nealon now with a shot deflected away there. They got lofted back in the corner there where Lucan can take it. Nealon got it back over to Talipov. Talipov, his drive got worked aside and handled by Yolette into the corner. Working a puck, and that one just gets shipped up and out of play. Thus the stoppage in play. Just past the 5-minute mark. 14:37, the time remaining in the first period. The score, 1 for the Ville Pirates, and 0 for the Bradford Rattlers. Matthew Tozer take the face off for Bradford. Won it momentarily, just out of reach of him, and out come the Pirates once more. Puck flown in on Trevor Babbitt, and he handles it with a glove and covers for a whistle. One off on the face-off by the Ville. They try to get something going as Romane takes it back up just as far as the blue line, and Romane takes out his man on the near side. Puck working the skates of Romane. Got it back over to Tozer, out of reach of him, and once more as Radetzky handles the pass there, trying to get something going, but easily took it aside, back over, and a big hit there by Jari along the half boards. Babin left it behind the net, took it off by the Pirates captain, and once more by Tozer. He'll try to start off just as far off the stick, no icing. Another hit by Romani. Puck took it off. Pirates captain lost it towards that, deflected, score! Just the net with a deflection in front. 2-0 Pirates. As Joe Todd mentioned in the first game of this series, Ville scoring first. Again, up 2-0 here in Bradford. They love to get those shots from the blue line. Lofting it on goal, deflecting it into the net. And that's how you got to be the goaltender of Trevor Babin. Babin now lays it back over, took it off by the Pirates. That's an empty net there, lofted towards the front of the net. No Pirates were there to accept it. Back over comes Radetzky. Radetzky now over the line. Trying to get something going, made a nice move. Trying to work it back to the front there on the slot, and Mitsionis couldn't get the pass over on the back end. Out comes Ville. The Grell there to block it there. Got it back over to Machkov. Worked it back to the front. They score! The Rattlers being cut to ribbons here by the Pirates. And Karen has his first of the game. It's 3-0 Ville. Bradford Rattlers have called a timeout. Rick Jackman has to get something going for his boys. Trevor Babin obviously frustrated, and when the boys were getting back over the bench, you saw Terrence McLean, or at least we heard him, just giving it to his team. They gotta get something going. They gotta get it going fast. Rick Jackman calming the boys down, setting up a play for this offensive onslaught by the Ville Pirates. Not even halfway in to this first period. It's 3-0. Ville. Cameron Nealon against Justin Lemieux. Face off, Nealon waved out. Evgeny Lukin comes back in. Face off won by Lemieux. Working back over to the blue line. Try to get something going now, working on the far side. Took it off, and McLean is there to get it from Bloom. It was rubbed off. Liam Sweeney starts back up. Hit off by Lemieux. Lofted back as far as the blue line. And rubbing it back down. You let one play. That's Cameron Nealon. Rushes his man pretty hard. Working it back over now is McLean. McLean lofting it back in the corner. Going as far as Ville Pirates wanted it. And clearing attempt. Gets off the stick of Terrence McLean all the way down on Trevor Babin. And he'll play it again once more. Behind the pass back there is McLean. Rubbed off on the boards now. Took it back over by Sweeney. Liam Sweeney has Evgeny Lukin on the high slot, trying to use him there, but it's out of reach of him. Defenseman stumbles. Lukin rubs him off into the corner. Half-court battle continues. Took it off by the Pirates. They've been winning most of the battles you need to win along the boards. Ville starting back in. Murray trying to get it, working it to the front there. Took it off, and Evgeny Lukin will start back up for the Rattlers. Puck chipped off by Lucan, and again chipped away by the Ville Marie Pirates. That was Levesque. Levesque is Ville Marie's leading point getter on defense. Puck lofted in by Romani. Trying to rush it there is Tozer, but Ullette lays it back over to Romani. Took it off the skate of Levesque, and out comes Ville Marie. LaChapelle, Marie captain. Try to work it to the front there. Easily turned aside by Babin. Try to get something going as Ramil Talipov with 11:30 to go in the first frame. Laying back over to Romani. Romani tries to loft it on goal. Took it off by LaChapelle. And out comes Ville Marie. LaChapelle, the captain of the Pirates, lofting it back into the corner. Took it off by Talipov at the last moment. Rubbed away. Took it off by Romani. Back to the point it comes. Trying to get that deflection, but Matthew Tozer having none of that. Lost it off the glass as far as the opposition blue line, and out comes Ville Marie once more. Fanning pass attempt, got taken off by Rosensky. Oscar Rosensky tried to work his way to the goal in front there, and it got worked away by the pad of Ullette. Justin Lemieux. Rubbed off, chipped away. Romani can't get it. Hitting his man there was Romani on number 47. Alex Peters had the first goal of this game to set the tempo here for Ville Marie. Terrence McLean. Rubbed off there. Try to get his man there. Samuelson Caron working it back to the front there and off the side of the goal off the net mouth scramble. Out comes Matt Barrett. Barrett blocked there at the last one by Alex Monturli. Brisky can't get anything going. Ville Marie starts back up with numbers. They try to get it as far as the blue line. Took it off by Brisky and now working back over the blue line and try to get it back on a 1-on-4. Is Samuel Caron, just lofts it back into the corner. And Jari will start back up for Bradford. Jerry, that pass is out of the reach. Just a little anxious. Puck came out the blue line at the last minute. So offside is called with 9:52 to play in period number 1. The score is 3-0 for Ville Marie. Trying to head back to their barn with a chance to close the series out. The Bradford Rattlers looking for the same fate as well. Try to win this game, to try to win this series back in Ville Marie in front of a packed house, we can imagine. Justin Lemieux trying to work it to the front there, but it's intercepted the last one on a drive from the point. Got knocked back on the slap pass and going glove wide off Trevor Babin. Radetsky now has a man Mashkov with him. Radetsky couldn't get by Levesque, and he will start back over. Blum working it back in. Yes, trying to work it to the front there, and it's sticked aside by Babin. Working it back down low to Lemieux. Centered that one for a no Ville Marie Pirate, but a Bradford Rattler was Ramil Talipov taking it back over for Bradford. Vitsionis. Good thing going there. Talipov rubbed off his man, and a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Ville Marie starting back in with a drive in front there, and it's turned aside by goaltender Babin at the 9-minute mark of period number 1. Goaltender Ullette lost it back over, took it off by Cameron Nealon at the last moment, but again, Ville Marie taking the puck right away, and much like Bradford doing the same, Ville Marie is offside off the clearing attempt there by Blum. Terrence McLean tries to start back off, lofting a high pass out of reach of getting Lucan, goes rink wide, icing is waved off. Lucan hits his man off on the corner, finishing his check, and working it back over free now are the Ville Marie Pirates. Try to get something going. McLean is going to stand up his man off to the glass. And Evgeny Lucan will start back over for Bradford. Has Sweeney with him and Nealon behind him. Evgeny Lucan shot it just wide of the net. And off the body in front there. Big rebound chance in front there for Liam Sweeney. Can't get anything going. Nealon trying to get to Lucan, back over to Sweeney. Got back over to Jerry. Jerry now waits to the point there. Got something going on a one-time drive there. Is blocked at the last moment by the Pirates. And out they come once more on their breakup. Clearing attempt got as far as the red line. And coming back in is Evgeny Lucan once more, flowing it back in on the opposite zone. And Levesque will start back up for Ville Marie. LaChapelle off the stick, wide. Trying to get something going there and working it back over to the corner there without a stick. It's Jari. He's going to pin it against the boards and laying it back over for Talipov. And he'll start back up with Brzezinski with him. Tozer is going to join the fray. 3-on-3 even here. Working to the front there off the glass, in front off the post. Try to work it back over, and we got a scrub in the high slot. It's Romani. Battling with number 24 of the Ville Marie Pirates. And so they're both going to get penalties. So 4-on-4 hockey, taking the penalty for the Bradford Rattlers with Andy Romani. Slashing was a call, 2-minute minor. So 4-on-4 with 7:20 to go in frame number 1, and icing will be the call. Rattlers win the face-off. Terrence McLean waits, trying to get it by Brzezinski, couldn't get it. Ville Marie is going to start back up in their own zone once more. Got to throw the blue line, and Peters will now start back up from his own zone. Working off to Bradford Rattlers, 2-on-2 if they hurry. Peters showing his magic off behind the net. Try to work it back to the front there, and no Pirate was home there. And Bradford's going to start back out with numbers 3-on-2 if they hurry. McLean joins the fray. Nice move there by Rudolph at the last moment and picked off and got as far as the red line by Mashkov. Starts back over for Bradford. Alexei Mashkov gaining the zone out for Bradford. Dipsy dangling his way through. Try to get something going. Goes behind the net. Try to work it back to the front there and out of the reach. And getting it back over is Talipov. Ramil Talipov goes wide. Lost it on goal and a glove save along the ice there by Yolette. 56 seconds remaining in both penalties. 6:23 to go in period number 1. 3-0. Ville Marie is the score. Cameron Nealon take the face-off. He gets 19. Maxime Brullier. Levesque tries to start it back in the zone. Taken off by Griesner. Bring it back in as far as the red line as Talipov. Sweeney comes in to help. Took it back off by the Pirates once more. It's Samuelson. Guerin lofting it back over to the front there and off the back of the net. Guerin trying to get it back. Montreal got it back. A one-time drive there. It's blocked by Jari. Guerin got back over to the point. Lofting the puck towards, trying to look for another deflection and another penalty to the Bradford Rattlers. Liam Sweeney heading off for hooking. 2 minutes. So a 4-on-3 power play. 17 seconds. It's going to be 5-on-4. So look, Lemieux has it now. Lemieux now waits. Trying to get it back into the deflection there. Got run back wide. Lapachelle working it back over to Levesque. Got it back over to the Pirates captain. Getting it back over to Levesque. 5-on-4 now. Working it back and Babin sawing it all the way. 5:24 to go in the first period. LaChapelle, Blum, Lemieux, Levesque, and Belarus are the guys who are going to man this power play for Ville Marie. Terrence McLean is going to take it off the clearing attempt, got away from him. Blum now takes it behind the net, working it back over and out of the play of number 18 for the Pirates. Getting back over is Levesque. Got over to Lemieux. Back over to Levesque. Levesque working the point. Getting it back over there to 18. Trying to get something going now. Works it back to the front there. And it's easily turned aside there by Babin off the screenshot attempt. LaChapelle. Getting it back over to Levesque. One-time drive in front there. And it got knocked away by Trevor Babin. A good diving clearing attempt there to get the puck. Got as far as center by Evgeny Lukin. Back on the Pirates. Fagrel lays the body there. Lemieux takes it back over. Has Levesque at the point. Couldn't get it. And it's out of the reach there. Ivan Radetsky. Evgeny Lukin stood up along the boards. And a penalty coming up to the Pirates. Getting a shot there with Radetsky. Couldn't get anything going. And so 4-on-4 with 43 seconds to go. .426 is the time. 43 seconds of time remaining. And the penalty to Liam Sweeney. Lemieux off for interference. So 4-on-4 hockey once more. Ville Marie, very good on the face-offs. This one's showing here. Ville Marie is going to start right back out. Trying to work it to the front there, and it's steered away by the left stick of Trevor Babin. And a shot from the point by Peters, ringing off the pipe. Peters is going to lay it back over. Took it off by Mashkov. He's going to lay it back over to Captain McLean. Terrence McLean looks, trying to start back up. Has a man with him, it's Nealon. And McLean's going to start right back out. Both can pass over. Cameron Nealon juggles it, gates it momentarily. Has Mashkov on the point, uses him here. Mashkov back over to Nealon. Nealon back down low. Out of the reach. Number 21, sorry, that's Mitsionis. And laying back in. Peters now aggressively forechecking that pack from Martiska. And working it back in there free, it's Mitsionis out of the box. Comes Romani. Mitsionis worked off far. Tried to get a shot there, and he did, but it's easily turned aside there by Ulet. Puck lopped it back into the near corner. Cameron Nealon tried to rubbing him off. The girl keeps it alive at the point momentarily, and it's immediately took it right back by the Pirates. And now the Rattlers one more, keeping the line. The girl drive from the point there. It's not big. Rebound in front of scramble. They bind, they bang away at it. And once again, Ulet covers that. You can see the expressions of the Bradford Rattlers players. They cannot believe what's happening to them right now. But they're up against a hot goalie in Sean Matthew Ulet. Mashkov take the face-off. Against Guimond, Mashkov won that. Radetsky now takes it on the point. Finding his man Talapov back to Radetsky. Rink wide pass, finding his man Mashkov. Working it back over in front. Talapov on the drive. Deflected there. The last one by Fagrel, parked in front of the net. Emil Talapov takes it on the point. Works it back to the front. Deflected momentarily on the way. And Ulet stops it again. 2:41 remaining in the first period. 15 seconds to go in the Lemieux penalty to Ville Marie. The score is 3-0 Pirates. Mashkov lost the face-off. Puck lofted in. Caught momentarily by Talapov, and out of the reach it comes to Ivan Radetsky. Trying to find Armani with the pass. Out of reach of Fem. Swatting it back into the corner now. And we have 5-on-5 hockey again. Lemieux out of the box. He has the puck now. Lemieux now. Trying to get something going, but it's easily taken away by McLean. But he has it right again to the slot back. Kender, and a great stop there by Trevor Babin. Bartiska against Caron. Caron, Valdor native. Peter is showing off nice moves there, and he still has possession of the puck, taken off by Cameron Nealon once more, rubbed off to the boards there by number 27 in white, and Cameron Nealon lofts it up and out of place. Another face-off with just under 2 minutes to go. Period number 1. Liam Sweeney got it back over, clearing temp as far as center. Cameron Nealon making a nice move and a great play to stay on side was Liam Sweeney. Sweeney takes it back, rubbed off there by Levesque. Took it back over by Ville behind the net, pressured off by Nealon. And Sweeney tries to do the same thing, but lofting attempt got as far as center by Terrence McLean. Getting it back over to Batista. Lofting it back in, Yolette will take a look and stop it with 1:30 to go in the first. Eric Martiska and Terrence McLean on the blue line for the Bradford Rattlers with 1:30 to go. Tozer take the face-off for Bradford. He won it. Martiska working it back down low. Romani takes it back, pressured off. Rodetsky comes back in to help. Took it off momentarily. And Ville is going to start back up with 1:18 to go in period number 1. Blum pressuring off. Got back over and Belarus going there, but it's taken off by Lemieux once again. Back to Belarus. Belarus now. His drive got turned aside there by Babin and held. Nicholas Belarus was wearing 32 this season, switched to 18, as it says on my player card here. Justin Lemieux taking the face-off against Cameron Nealon. Nealon won it back over to Jerry. Took it off there. Working it back to the front there. Lemieux couldn't get off the pass attempt there by Nicholas Belarus. Has that back now. Working it back to backhand shot there. That's denied by Trevor Babin. Lemieux has been all over the ice tonight. Almost had himself a second goal. Just under a minute to play. 3-0 Pirates is the score. LaChapelle against Nealon on the faceoff. LaChapelle won it. Took it off. Pirates take it right back in. Try to get something going there, and a scramble at the faceoff ends up behind the net with Liam Sweeney working it over the half boards and getting it as far as center. There is Levesque. Backhanding a pass back over to LaChapelle. LaChapelle has it there on the half board. Try to get something going. Winds up and drives a shot there, blocked by McLean by the foot. Terrence McLean getting it back over to Sweeney. Liam Sweeney now with 20 to go. Liam Sweeney now gets wide, rubbed off by Levesque. Half-boards battle continues. Rubbed off, took it off by Martiska at the point. Has McLean with him. Uses him here. Terrence McLean, the captain, walks in, takes a shot, and is blocked there at the last moment there by Ville Pirate. And lofting it back up, clear attempt as far as center. Mishandling, that was Martiska. And getting a chance right there, the Pirates. Oh, and what a great stop made by Babin. That just beat the horn. My goodness, what a chance there for Ville. And so first period of play comes to an end with the score. The Pirates 3. The Rattlers 0. We'll be back with you. Nick Stella. We'll see you for second period of play here in Bradford. Alright fans, we're back with second period of action here in the GMHL. Heading in the second period, it's the Ville Pirates 3 and the Bradford Rattlers none. It's Jonas. Laid a pass over on the stick there. It's Mashkov. He made a move. Tried to get by Levesque. Doesn't successfully. And rubbed off the last moment by Lemieux. This has been Ville's top defensive unit on with Lemieux and Levesque. Plum got it there, and Jonas has drawn a penalty. Justin Lemieux heading the penalty box, 2 minutes for hooking. As Joe Todd would say, hooking legal on and off the ice. Cameron Nealon. Face-off for Bradford along with Lucan, Sweeney, Mitsionis, McLean. Mitsionis' shot was blocked last moment. Lucan got back over Sweeney and shot there that gets robbed off to the side of the net. And Nealon will loft it back in, taking it over is Liam Sweeney. Sweeney back over to Mitsionis. Mitsionis, last pass taken off by Sweeney. Sweeney back to Mitsionis, keeping the line. Back over to Sweeney. James Sweeney takes the shot, blocked at the last moment there. Mitsionis now, back over to Sweeney. Sweeney now takes it back down low, off the stick of Cameron Nealon. And so Peters will send it back down the length of the ice. That allows Ville to get penalty kill line changes on. Terrence McLean. Start backs in for Bradford. McLean has Nealon heading to the net. A tip pass in front. Big rebound in front there. And it gets cleaned up by the Ville Pirates. Pacun was the man who saved the day there for Ville. Keeping it a 3-0 lead for his team. Mashkov getting his own has some speed right in. Scores! Ivan Radetsky cuts the lead within 2. It's 3-1. Great burst of speed by Ivan Radetsky. Found himself with some room and some space on the far wing. Uses speed to his advantage, getting by the defenseman of Levesque. And Bradford is starting to claw their way back now. They have one to make it 3-1. It's Levesque playing a pass over, taken off by Romani. Laid back in there is Fagrell. Wants a line change, he gets in here, and Levesque takes it back behind the net. Rubbed off by Rosensky. My goodness, what an emphatical hit there. Looking for more. Trying to get back now is Romani. Romani flipping it towards the net, glove aside, but loose. Ville starts back in with numbers, and Matthew Tozer has taken a penalty, but both are going to be coincidental minors. Peterson, Tozer heading off. Hockey. Levesque walks the line, laid it back over there. Labarozzi gets it with a shot there, and Babin turning it aside there. Now comes goal scorer Radetsky. Has some speed, used to it here. One of the faster players on this Rattlers squad. Radetsky took it off by Levesque. Campus for Grell. Tried to lay a pass over there, but Levesque all over the ice there. And Yolette laying it back over. Number 18, Nicholas Bellarose. Alexei Mashkov started back in, 3-on-3 for Bradford. Mashkov was McLean with them. Cut back over. A drive in front there, and it's took away. Martiska has a man. That's Blum. Takes it back over for Ville. Got it back over to Levesque. Levesque got it back over to Blum. Near side just as far as center as Levesque has to skate on back. Has a man Bellarose with them, and he has the puck now. Bellarose laying it back in, caught by Babb, and playing it back over there to McLean. McLean getting it back over. Martiska waits. Martiska made a move around Levesque, trying to get it working into the front there. Couldn't find his man Mashkov on the pass. Mashkov back with it. Going behind the net of Violette. Mashkov trying to work it back over to Martiska there. Couldn't do it. Martiska now waiting with it back, trying to saucer it to McLean, out of the reach of him. Took it on there by Bellarose, and working it back in free. There's Mashkov taking it back out, and Lemieux will start back on a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Lemieux. Back over Bellarose, a drive, and it's turned away by the mask of Trevor Babin. Very offensive forecheck there by the captain Lapel. Puck took into the slot, shooting it, score! Cedric Lapel. Has scored a 3-on-3 goal to make it 4-1. Ville Marie Pirates. Referees having a little discussion there in the referee's box over there. Looks like problems are all sorted out, so it looks like we're going to get back underway with 3-on-3 hockey. With just 1 second to go in that, so another second, it'll be chaos once again. It'll be 5-on-5. Levesque, take it back over, 5-on-5 now, both teams even. Back over this Cameron Nealon. He has a man with him. It's Tozer. Nealon couldn't get a shot away, and Tozer now goes back behind the net. Took it off by Levesque, and Tozer now working it back over out of the reach of Nealon. Try to get it back there, but it's intercepted back and on 2-on-1 if they hurry. Ville Marie starts back in. They try to make a move. Working back to the front there. Passes off, and it gets turned aside there by Alan Menery. So Trevor Babin comes off. Alan Menery comes in. Bray Ontario native has played 8 games, won 4, lost 1. Save percentage of .935. Best on this Rattlers team. Puck lofted back in, taken off by Grani. Played it back over to him as Alex Monterioli. Puck knocked around the half bars, took it back up and knocking down his man was Jari. .48, time remaining in the second period. Score has increased for both teams just by 1. 4-1. Ville Marie. Girani starts back, bring it back over, took it off by Risson. Lechpel. Out of reach of Gumon. Taking on back there is Romani. Now Tozer. Got it back over to Talipov. Risky now back to Talipov. Rattlers see to get onside. Laval Jerry. Intercepting it there The Ville Marie Pirates, and they will start back in, lofting it back in and took it off by the Bradford Rattlers once more. Matt Barrett skating it up off the boards, out of reach of Brisky. Back in comes Ville Marie. They try to start something going, waiting for it. And taking off a pass there, rubbed off by Brisky, and a drive there, and a stop by Menery. Buck working back in on the far side and lofting a pass sharp at his men. That's Ross Cohen. Lemieux, Blum, and Bellarose. Forward line needed out for Ville Marie. Gyron let it pass to Lemieux. Now Bellarose. Lemieux takes it right back in. Bellarose has it now in the corner. Took it off. Hit off by McLean. No call there. Puck worked behind the net. Blum. Try to rub up his man. Pardon me, it's Lemieux. Now Blum has it back. Sticked away by Menery. Bellarose between the legs pass got flipped away and a high sticking call is made, so faceoff comes all the way back down to Yolette and into Ville Marie territory. 4-1 is the score. 12:47 to go in this second period. Back and forth type of game, but it's Ville Marie with the upper hand by 3 goals. Cameron Nealon against Lemieux. Lemieux on the draw, got it back over to Gron. Gron laid back over. Blum tried to chip it off, hit off by Lucan. Cameron Nealon. Back it comes over there. A drive on the point there got deflected by a Ville Marie Pirate. And got steered aside with Sweeney lobbing it towards the goal there, and it's stuck it off. And without a stick there, an emphatical hit along the boards. Ville Marie. Started back from their own zone, and Cameron Nealon came flying in. Michael LaChapelle, having none of what Cameron Nealon was given to him in front of the net. Tozer couldn't win the draw. Romani got it back, took it over by Ville Marie, and Levesque will lay it back over, and he'll try to start back up. Took it off by Jari. Jari got as far as the hash marks. Now comes Ville Marie, and they get a pass up the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Talipov back into pass, out of reach of him. Levesque working it back to the point. Lambrosi drive, and Menery grabbing it with a quick glove. Tozer now brings it into the line, took it back off. Sweeney tried to get something going for Bradford. Back over to him, Guerin. Got it back over to McLean. McLean's going to loft it back in, and it gets into the corner there, where Tozer can rush after there first. Mitsionis got it back over to Mashkov. Mashkov couldn't find Mitsionis, but Radetzky is parked in front of the net. Levesque took it back over and tried to loft a shot, and there was Martiska. And getting back is Ville Marie. It's Karen on the attack now for Ville Marie. Lemieux shooting one in, and it's glopped up by Munnery and loose. It's the Rattlers having a tough time trying to break out of their own zone. Mitsionis taken out of the reach of Mashkov, and thus Ville Marie is going to start back in on another breakout. LaChapelle got back over. A drive in front there and working it back to the far side. And the near wide shot in this attempt there was LaChapelle. And getting it back over is Evgeny Lukin. Evgeny Lukin rubbed off the boards hard and effectively onto the ice. And Grill working his man off pretty hard. That was LaChapelle again. Delarose almost took it away from Nealon. Nealon skates it back over now for the Rattlers. Got it back over to Sweeney. Sweeney has a man heading for the net. It was Nealon. He works and peels off to the far board. Taken back off by Lukin once more. Lukin trying to start on back. Out of the corner now, couldn't find Nealon, and so the defense of the Rattlers are going to have to skate back with Meskivinen and Fagrel. Ruslan Meskivinen tried to get it on goal, fanning on it there. Lofting it on back, kept alive by Sweeney in the slot, rubbed back off, and now LaChapelle takes it back over for Ville Marie. LaChapelle now away, Schrags holds it in front, Munnery met him with the blocker there. Working it back in front there, and it gets knocked aside. Winning the face-off again. If you're just tuning in now, 9:15 is time remaining in the second period. The score is 4-1, the visiting Ville Marie Pirates. Back off. Ville Marie has it all alone in front there. Trying to work it to the goal, but it's easily blocked and gloved away by Alan Munnery. Whoever wins this game takes a 2-1 stranglehold on the series, heading back to Ville Marie. The winner of this game will have a chance to close out the series. The next game in Ville Marie, Quebec. Puck lofted back in, took it off by Belarose, laid it back over to Guiron. Garon got it back over now, took it off, and Lemieux just stood up there. Radetsky couldn't get much going, and a penalty is coming to Ville Marie. Justin Lemieux off for cross-checking. So the Rattlers are going to get their third power play of this game. They have scored once. That was an Ivan Radetsky goal. Rattlers, one of the most penalized teams in the league, but have one of the best power plays in the league. Lukin got it back over to Radetsky. Radetsky to Talipov. DDD pass Radetsky. His wind-up deflected in front off the way, and it goes wide, and the net mouth scramble there as Lukin picks it back up from the corner. Trying to lay it back, and it gets taken off there by Belarose and clears it down the length of the ice. Ramil Talipov starting back from his own zone, waiting for insurance to start out. Ramil Talipov back to Sweeney, laying it back over to Mashkov. Mashkov waits, stops, goes behind the net, working it back over there is Sweeney. Sweeney comes along the half boards, works the pass back over to the stick of Talipov. Talipov to Sweeney. Liam Sweeney now shoots, and it's blocked there by Givens. Took it back off, and Belarus is going to start back behind his own net. Laying a pass, took it over there by Mashkov, keeping as far as the blue line. Trying to get back to Talipov, couldn't do it. Still keeping alive for the Bradford Rattlers on this power play. Fagrell centering at that one there. No Rattlers there to accept it. Sweeney finishing off his hit as Cameron Nealon's going to start back up for the Rattlers with just under a minute to go. And the power play. They need one here. Cameron Nealon is a guy you want to have the puck. He works it here. Got it over. Took it off by Belarus, slapping it down the length of the ice, thus killing more time off this penalty. Terrence McLean shrugs off a Ville Marie Pirate, and he starts back in now for Bradford. Mitsionis now. Rolling it back over. Took it off by Cameron Nealon on the far side. Nealon stops away from a check. Still having the puck. Nealon working it back down low to Brzezinski. Brzezinski now. Try to get something going. Took it off by Belarus once again and sent back down the length of the ice. For a Menery will play it with just 17 seconds to go on this power play. Just under 7 minutes to go in the second period. Mitsionis starts back up over for Bradford. Mitsionis slaps it back down in. Took it off and off the glass there. Mitsionis now takes it away. 5-on-5 hockey now. Mitsionis has a man McLean. Terrence McLean toe dragging away and through. Took it off by LeBrose again. Getting back over to Nealon. Pressure off by Levesque. Got back over to Zensky. Zensky off the glove of Cameron Nealon, and Levesque will take it back over. Try to get something on the near board. Took it off as far as the red line. And so the Rattlers are trying to start back up. Intercepted there by Levesque. Trying to find his man Montreal. Couldn't get anything going there, and Blum slaps it back the length of the ice. Bloom now curls back. Lemieux goes into rush room. He's fresh out of the penalty box. Laying a pass back over, offside, nullified, still offside, so the Rattlers have to keel and turn on back. Belarus out with some speed, pressured off by Luke and hauled down, and a penalty has been drawn. As Bradford will head to the penalty box again. Holding will be the call on Andy Romani. So for the fifth time in this game, the Ville Marie Pirates find themselves with a power play chance to enlarge in their lead by 4 goals. 4-1 is the score. 2 seconds. Under the 6-minute mark, 5:58. Time remaining in period number 2. This is a big penalty to kill up for the Bradford Rattlers. They don't want to find themselves in a deeper hole to this powerful Ville Marie Pirates team. Working it back over. One-time drive, and it's caught and gloved out of the air by Alan Menery. Cameron Nealon on the face-off, got as far as blue line. Working it back over, Nealon can't get it, taken off by Karen. Getting it on back now and waiting for it now. So Bros on the far side, trying to get something going, and Liam Sweeney is going to take it back and skate it back up. It's a chance for a partial break, but Yolette coming out the length of his ice. And getting it back over to McLean. McLean finding Karen, opposite side pass. And working it back over, start on their breakout. It's 67. For the Ville Marie Pirates. Starting back at Ville Marie. They go behind Menery. Ville Marie tries to start back up. They work it back down low. Pass to LeBrose. Back over to Peters. Peters winds and fires in front there, and it's blocked away off the left pad of Menery and out of play. Ville Marie. 5:03 to go in period number 2. 1:05 to go. And the penalty to Andy Romani. Levesque shoots it from the point there, looking for another deflection there in front of the net was Blum. Blum back to Levesque. Levesque. Took it off by Belarus. Belarus takes it right back over to Levesque. Working back down those Bloom. Working it to the front there, and Lovek has to skate down the length of the ice. Taking the pass from the goaltender Ouellette was Bellarose and taking it right back in. And so they'll try to start the same play, but off the boards, Karam came to the glove of Ouellette, and he'll cover it. Nealon on the draw. Cameron Nealon lost it to Bellarose. Couldn't get anything going there, and now it's Lemieux starting back over, but it's taken off at center and loft back down the length of the ice and handled by Ouellette. And so he'll cover. Lost it in his equipment momentarily, so we need to get a face-off to relocate it. Nealon stays on. It's like the face-off against Lemieux. Justin Lemieux, good on face-off, has won another one there. Got it back over to Bellarose. Bellarose also back over out of reach of Bloom. Fergrell takes him out of the play. No call on that. Tellney just about over. Working it back to the front there, and it's easily turned aside there. And Sweeney trying to find his man with the pass there on the box was Romani, and he just barely lost it momentarily. And now come Cameron Nealon, just got it offside as the Rattlers making a forward line change. Looks like Lemieux and McLean are going to get coincidental minors. There's a lot of jerking back and forth between these two players. And it just goes to show the competitiveness between Ville and Bradford. Both teams want whatever they can do to get a hold on this series heading back to Ville. Just a reminder, the winner of this series will go on to play the Almeguin Spartans in the Northern Conference Final. Bellarose will skate it back over. Playing it back over to him there. Cut wrong, trying to get it back, taken off by Grana drive, and it's easily sticked aside away by Menery. And up and out of play. So the final teams remaining in the GMHL playoffs: St. George, Niagara, Almeguin, the Rattlers, and the Ville Pirates. But between the Rattlers and the Pirates, one of these teams have to move on. This is the only series that won't end in a 3-0 sweep. Just goes to show you how tight these two teams are and how evenly matched. So Ville try to start up again. Took it back off. 4-4 hockey. Mashkov got it back over. Radetzky a drive, and it was blocked at the last moment there. Radetzky looking for his second goal of the game. Bartiska lofting it ahead, took it back off, and Fergrell will start back over for Bradford. Laying it back over there. It's Mashkov waiting. Pardon me, Martiska. His drive got blocked away there by Ouellette. Mashkov rubbed over. And a penalty upcoming now. Ville finds himself on a holding penalty with 2:42 to go in period number 2. So, 4-3. Pardon me, 4-on-3. Power play coming up for the Bradford Rattlers, and they need a goal to cut this lead in half with 2. So the 5th power play for the Bradford Rattlers: Cameron Nealon, Lucan, Sweeney, and Talipov on the ice for Bradford. Ramil Talipov has the puck now. And it back over to Sweeney. Sweeney winds up, fires, and it just missed on the near side. It got wide of Ouellette. Lebec rubbing his man off. 2-on-1 battle. Rubbed off. Nealon has it there. Got it back over to Talipov. Talipov to the slot. Finds Sweeney. He couldn't pull the trigger. Sweeney got it back over to Lucan. Out of the reach of him. Lombrosi couldn't get it there. Nealon now rubs his man Lombrosi off behind the net, working a pass back down low, and try to start back up as Nealon. Getting back over now is Talipov. Talipov waits. His shot deflected on the way, but it just gets rung wide on the near side. It's going to be Nealon taking it back, finding Talipov. Talipov to Nealon. Cameron Nealon tries to work it back over to Sweeney. Sweeney to Talipov. Talipov, his drive was blocked by Bellarose. What a play by him. Taken off by Sweeney. Sweeney has a chance coming right in on goal. Stop there with a big rebound. Got knocked aside there. Yolette standing on his head. 5-on-4 now. Power play for Bradford. Puck got lifted up and out of play. Bradford's getting all the chances in the world, but they just can't beat number 41 in goal for Ville Marie. Jean-Mathieu Yolette has been phenomenal, as he has been this whole playoff round. Rattlers winning on the faceoff. That's most important on the power play. Mitsionis has a man with him. It's McLean getting it back down low to Radetsky. Radetsky getting back over to Mashkov. Mashkov now waits. Goes down low to the corner. Try to work it back over to Radetsky. Ivan Radetsky couldn't get anything there. And LaChapelle will start it right back over for Ville Marie to kill time on this penalty kill. Terrence McLean pressured hard, hauled down. No call though. Lemieux without his stick. Kicks it to his partner as he flips it back down low. And Mitsionis is going to start back up with just 16 seconds left on the power play. Mitsionis getting zone for Bradford. Tries to go wide. Tries to peel towards the net. Getting back over to Radetsky. Radetsky now. Last minute. Took it off by Karen. 2-on-1 if they hurry short-handed. Karen waits with it now. Karen tries to get something going. Works it to the front there and failing on the shot attempt. And Menery getting him with the glove. That's just more pushing and shoving in front of the net. So looks like Mitsionis is going to get the only penalty of that scrum. Roughing is the call. So the 6th power play coming up for the Ville Marie Pirates. They have scored once on it already. 43.4 seconds to go in period number 2. Yolette and Menery have been good for both respective teams. So it's Bloom against a draw against Bradford's Cameron Nealon. Nealon win it back over to Fagrel. Fagrel trying to lay it back over. Took it off by Lemieux, laying it back over to Bloom. Bloom now took it back over. Lost it to Nealon. Got it back momentarily, and Levesque gonna clear the line. That gets handled there by Yolette. Plays off the boards from Lombrosi. Got back over to Lemieux. Lemieux's the man with him, LaChapelle. LaChapelle driving it towards the goal, looking for a deflection. There was the other LaChapelle. LaChapelle got over to Lemieux. Lemieux tried to walk the line, try to get something going, drops it back over to Levesque. Took it off by Nealon, hits a breakaway. Cameron Nealon in alone. Scores! Cameron Nealon with 1.6 seconds to go has cut the lead in half. It's 4-2. It was the defenseman Levesque getting a good chance to lob it back on goal, lost it momentarily. And that allowed the speed of Cameron Nealon to gain free. And on a beautiful move, beating Yolette on a short-handed goal nonetheless. And so that will do it for second period of play. Heading into the third period, it's going to be 4-2. The Ville Marie Pirates, they are still on the power play. Nick Stella with you. We'll be back for third period of play. Alright, fans, second period of action. Pardon me, third period of action. Set getting underway, but we're going to talk about the second period. The lead has been cut in half. It's now 4-2 to the Ville Pirates. Rattlers are trying to make a comeback here to try to get the series lead, 2-1. Ramil Talipov goes in there to get it first. Cameron Neal and lofts it back in. Rattlers start the period on the penalty kill. Special teams haven't really been a big factor in this game. Only one power play goal and one shorthanded goal. Power play goal going to the Pirates, shorthanded going to the Bradford Rattlers. So could get another one here on 2-1 if they hurry. Nealon heading to the net. Try to get something going there. Working it back in. Ville on the start. LaChapelle back to the slot. It got a LaBrose's drive and it got near the side. Bloom has it back now, getting over to the point. Lemieux trying to take it on the far side, working back down low. Bloom takes it right back, swatting it away. And Bella rolls. Quick shot, knocked away by Menery. So 20 seconds left in the penalty for the Bradford Rattlers. 4-2, visiting Ville Pirates. Again, winner of this game goes back to Ville with a 2-1 series lead with a chance to close it out. Mashkov on the draw, won it cleanly, and Hampus Fagner locks it down the length of the ice, and thus more time being killed off on this penalty. Ville starting back up. Penalty just about over. Now it is as Miskivin lobs it back over, and that will seal it. A power play chance as Sweeney rubs his man out hard, right in front of the Ville bench. Levesque starts back up for Ville. Levesque laying it back over to 39. Walker got the blue line, got it back over, drive in front, and Menery falls down, making the save off the shot from Peters. Bissonnette lost the draw. Yevgeny Lukin takes it right back over. Bissonnette has it back again. Working back over to the slot. Drive! And it was blocked over there by McLean. Jerry can't get it. Mashkov heading back down to play it. Yevgeny Lukin has it now. Yevgeny Lukin tried to go rink wide. Couldn't do it. Yevgeny Lukin trying to get something going, rubbing off this man in the corner there. Mashkov trying to get it, got as far as the blue line, working it back and swinging a wild shot there, going way wide. Was Montreal. Radetsky scored the first goal for the Rattlers tonight. Starts back door, looking for two, lost it momentarily. Evgeny Lukin picks it up in the corner. Evgeny Lukin working it back down low, trying to find Radetsky one more time, couldn't do it. And it lofts back in, corner length of the ice, icing is called. 17:27 to go in the third period. Cameron Nealon to take the face off against Cedric LaChapelle. Nealon won the draw, took it back over to the point there. Martiska lobbing it towards the goal, and it just missed the near side post of the goaltender, Yolette. Took it back over by Martiska. His drive got worked to the side and pull checked away. And Ville starts back off. Talipov stapling his man on the boards. Nealon back getting a pass over to Martiska. Martiska has a lane, working in here, out of the reach of Ramil Talipov. Icing waved off. Ramil Talipov don't get anything going. Sweeney finishes his check. Out comes Ville 2-on-1 if they hurry. Going back in is LaRue. Trying to get it. Working to the front there, and the net has dislodged. Cameron Nealon's line is on. Against Maxime Baroulier of Ville. Face off. Won by Cameron Nealon, and lobbing it off the glass there with Ramel Talapov. Icing waved off as Ulette could play that one and see his defenseman peel back and starting back over on a breakout. Ville didn't like what they saw, so they're going to regroup back in. Romane took it back over, 55 Tozer. Try to play it back over, intercept at the last moment. Try to work it back to the point there, and Fagrel stands up and gets it back over out of reach of Romani and took it back over by Rosinski. Rosinski couldn't get anything going there. Tozer laid a pass out of the reach, and on Maxime Baroulier, lofting it back after taking a big shoulder hit. Took it back off by Bloom, a drive, and he couldn't get all of it on it. Went wide of the net. Bloom tried to work it towards the front of the goal, and Muskiven is going to lay it back over. Took it back out by Lemieux, chipping it back in, and Bloom is going to rush back after it. But number 3, Ruslan Muskivinen, is going to go behind his net to start out. Pressured off by Lemieux. Once more for good measure. Stuck it off, but Romane laying it back over out of the reach of Tozer, and it gets lobbed back in. And this Ville will start back on another breakout. Bloom laying it back over. Took it off by Menery. Menery got it back over to McLean. Terrence McLean got the puck as far as the red line. Took it off by Ville in their own zone. They will start out. Ville getting back over. It's Levesque. Getting it back over to Bloom. Could get something going, but then Monterey will come out of his net to stop and cover it. Just about the 15-minute mark of this third period. It's 4-2, Ville Pirates. Kaspakov flowing it back down the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Goaltender Ulette laying it back over. Took it off by the Pirates. There once more. Peters couldn't find himself for the pass. Took it back over. Number 51. Pierre-Sebastien Grand takes it back, flown down. Icing waved off on the near side again. Lucan gonna take the pass, stick away by Menery into the corner. Caron takes it back over, stick kicked, laid back in the zone, but Martiska is gonna take it back over, back to Raditsky. Raditsky, fake shot, goes wide, lobs it around, and Mashkov is gonna take it back over for Bradford, keeping it alive as far as the blue line and laying back in the corner. But Lucan pressuring his man as Ville is trying to start on their breakout. Ampus Fagrel takes it back for Bradford, back to Mashkov. Mashkov waits. He has it. Tried to get something going. Lost that last moment there to Bloom as he finds it. Rink wide, back over to Fagrel once more. Flown back in. Mitsionis is offside, but he's going to curl back in to start a forecheck. Ville can't get many passes out of their own zone as Muskiven picked off another. Levesque from behind his own goal, starting back up, took it off by Fagrel. His drive got worked back down to the front of the net. Ampus Fagrel peeling on back, got off the boards, took it back off by Ville. Sweeney intercepted there, and offside is the call. Face-off one. Jari starts back. About Jari getting back over to McLean. McLean laying a pass out of the reach there of Mitsionis, but he gains it right back. Mitsionis starts back in. Shot was blocked. Mitsionis goes back to the corner there to forecheck. Mitsionis stops up, makes a move, working it back to the front there. Sweeney couldn't get a stick on it. Liam Sweeney pressure off there by Bissonnette. Nealon working it back down low, took it off, working to the front there. Mitsionis got anything going there. Trying to work it back, but it's taken off by too many Pirates. And up comes Ville and puck lost lofted out and out of play. That was Alex Monteruolo knocking it out of play. So 12:49 to go. The last frame of regulation. The score, 4-2 Pirates. It's Laval Jerry. Took it right back off by the Pirates, and they're going to start back in, but Lucan hitting his man in front of Laval Jerry. Out comes Lucan. Lucan dodged a hit there, but his stick got right up into the face of a Ville Marie Pirate. Jerry on the point. Shot was blocked. Out comes Ville Marie on a breakaway. In front, and that shot just went way wide of the net by Bloom. Out comes McLean. McLean lofting along the glass. Took it off by Lucan again, and he's going to start right back out. Evgeny Lucan snapping it on goal, and Gillette had a little trouble with that one, but he read it, and he turned it aside. Approaching the halfway mark of this third period. Puck rink wide, out of the reach of Bloom. And as he'll get off for a line change, Martiska will start back over to Talipov. Out of reach of Mashkov. Took it back over by Belarus. Try to work it to the front there, but it's Lemieux in front there. He can't get anything going there, but out comes Mashkov. Mashkov, Metsionas has Sweeney with him. Sweeney picks up the pass, works it to the front there, and he missed near the blocker side. Took it back over by Ville Marie. Ramil Talipov is going to get it along the glass all the way down the length of the ice. And so icing with the call, face-off. Comes back in the Rattlers zone. If you haven't already, go into the inside the GMHL Facebook page, and there's going to be a vote for the Joe Todd Sports Announcement of the Year. And I'm Nick Stelv at the Bradford Rattlers /Bull, so please feel free to drop over a vote for me. All votes help. As a face-off is going to be taken over by Cameron Nealon. Emil Talipov is going to loft it back over down the length of the ice once more. Nicely waved off this time. William Sweeney goes in the rush for it. Gets taken off by Nealon once more. Rubbed off from the half-boards. Half-boards battle continues. Taken off by the Pirates. Nealon with hard forecheck. Taken off. And the Pirates try to get something going. Just got outside just as far as the red line. As Martichka will lay it back in. Rattlers need to get onside. Levesque. He's going to start from his own zone, getting on the rush there, and haul it down. Cameron Nealon hauling down his man, but no call there. Working back to the front there, working it back. And Evgeny Lukin's going to take it over, approaching the 10-minute mark. And period number 3. Radetsky now. That's goal tonight, looking for more. Radetsky now goes wide, looking for a man in front. That's Fergrell heading to that, intercepted there by a Pirate. That's lofted back in, a partial breakaway for Ville Marie right in. Scores! Flip pass from the Ville Marie zone, lofts over the neutral zone and picking it up with Samuel Caron. Valdor, native of Quebec, found with some space, was pressured off effectively by Terrence McLean, but not enough to cost the puck to get out of his stick, and working it over. High blocker of Alan Menery, who has been phenomenal here tonight, as you see. Andy Romani shooting that puck wide, gets right back out of the zone as Wasinski will now start back over out of the reach of Tozer, and now Romane crunches off his man, taken off by Tozer. Tozer, his drive was turned aside and up and out of play. Just under the halfway mark in this period. Goal has just been scored by Samuel Caron to make it 5-2. Ville Marie, 9:46 to go. Rattlers need to mount a comeback here. They're down by 3. Mitsionis getting back over, out of the reach of Sweeney. And now Bruzinet takes it on back on the stick of Mitsionis. And now Kaspakov is going to start right back over. Face off his ball, not too sure why. Might have been a hand pass. We've seen Bradford have some late game heroics. They need one here. As Cameron Nealon has waved off the faceoff, Mitsionis comes back in. The pair on the draw. Lapel. His drive was blocked away by Menery. So Cedric LaChapelle on the faceoff to Michael LaChapelle. Most likely some relation there, as those two players are going to stay on, one forward, one defense. Taking the face-off is Cedric LaChapelle. Got over to Montreal, and that one was blocked there. Brizonet gets it right back in, and a shot at just wide of the net. Mitsionis getting it back as far as center. Took it off by Nealon, momentarily lost it. Gains it right back off the skate. Nealon getting it back over to McLean. McLean back over to Kaspakov. Kaspakov got it back over to Mitsionis. He flips it in. Liam Sweeney hustles after it to get it. Liam Sweeney hitting his man off from the boards. He pins him up. Nealon comes in to help. Liam Sweeney got it back over. Mitsionis a drive. It was blocked, but Kaspakov takes it right back. Another drive deflected on the way there, but it's again stopped by Jean-Mathieu Yolette. Time remaining in this third period. 5-2 Pirates. Face-off one. Bratiska, his drive got centered wide. Big rebound in front there, but it's taken off by Bloom for the Pirates. Bloom working it back over. Bratiska got it back over, took it off by Bloom again. Bloom has a man Bellarose with him. Bloom, his drive went over Menery and took it off by Brisky once more, finding Mashkov as a man on the other side. It's Radetsky. Mashkov laid on back, try to get something going, can't get anything on the half board. Scrum continues. Lemieux comes in to help. Took it off by Ville Marie once more, and now they're going to start back up with numbers. Laying on back out of the reach. Artiska, lone Rattler going up ice, has Brisky now gaining with him. Adam Brisky walking into a shot there, but it's turned away and flexed aside carefully into the corner there by Yolette. Taking over. Ville Marie will start back up. It's Bellarose. Laying on back to Murray. Murray took it back off. Radetsky now working his way past there. Couldn't find Mitsionis on the pass. And it looks like Radetsky took a stick in the hand. No call. Bratiska. Everybody else, Kaspakov working a pass back down low to Mashkov. Couldn't get anything going, and so Ville Marie will start back once more. Bellarose took it off. Nealon makes a move, gets in! Off the post of the shot, couldn't get much going. Nealon got the pass barely to his man Sweeney. Nealon now, another nice move. Try to get another one going, but it's out of the reach of him and into the legs. And a penalty is coming, I believe, on the Bradford Rattlers. Pardon me, it's going to go to the Ville Marie Pirates. As Menery is working his way to the bench. So number 10 for the Ville Marie Pirates, Alexei Duguay. Native of Notre Dame du Nord of Quebec. So for the 7th time in this game, Rattlers find themselves on the power play. 0 for 6. They do have a shorthanded goal tonight. That's the only special teams figure they have tonight. Puck lofted back in as Ramil Talipov is going to be able to take a pass and leaving it there is a goaltender, Alan Menery. Talipov finding Radetsky. Chip pass, finding his man Nealon, working it back. Mashkov takes it on. Mashkov just out of the reach as Cameron Nealon was dragged offside. Lukin for the face-off. Won it momentarily, took it off by Radetsky. Couldn't get anything going as Sweeney is going to start on back. Martiska, back over to Sweeney. Sweeney wrists it back in, took it on. Hampus Fagrell has it now. Out of the reach of him. Rink wide, taken back by Levesque. Throwing it down the length of the ice. That's how you kill penalties. Menery. Left it on back to Mitsionas. Mitsionas has a man up the ice. It's Liam Sweeney. Trying to get open. Fagrell comes in behind him. Mitsionas trying to get something going. Working it back down low off the post. Liam Sweeney back over to Mitsionas. Got over to Martiska. Martiska, his drive was worked back down low and a shot gets turned aside and handled by Hampus Fagrell once more. Liam Sweeney now behind the net. Working it past back to the point. It's taken off by Martiska. Martiska now working it back over to Sweeney. Sweeney lobbing it towards the net, deflected. Rebound in front there and it gets turned aside. LaBrose fanning on the clearing attempt, but the net gets dislodged. And so face-off comes outside the Ville Marie zone. Cameron Nealon take the face-off for Bradford Radetsky. Clearing attempt got as far as center. Radetsky gloving it back down. He's going to gain the zone now. Has a goal tonight. Radetsky finding Talipov. Talipov's going to walk the line, hold and wait. Peel it back down low over to Mashkov. Out of the reach of him. McLean comes help down low. Get it back over to Radetsky. Radetsky now to Talipov. Ramil Talipov waits. On the point. Back to Radetsky. Finding his man Nealon. Nealon trying to work it back over to Talipov, but it's off the stick of 27. Samuel Karen, who had the most recent goal to make it 5-2. Penalty is over. 0 for 7 are the Rattlers. Cameron Nealon walks in. Nealon shoots it on goal, and the breast basket save was made by Jean-Mathieu Houellette. We want to thank all of our viewers for tuning in to tonight's matchup between the Ville Marie Pirates and the Bradford Rattlers. Working his way back in front there and bowling over the goaltender was Sweeney, I believe. Everyone seems to be okay there. So 4:54. Time remaining in the last frame of regulation. Rattlers need a comeback and they need one fast. It's 5-2 in favor of the visiting team from Ville Marie. Pirates lead 5-2. Liam Sweeney off the draw. Quick shot on it. Easily handled aside by Jean-Mathieu Houellette. Face-off one by the Rattlers. Hampus Fagrell keeps on the point. Lost one on the ice. Big rebound in front. Oh, and it gets skimmed wide of the net off the mouth scramble there. Big chance for Bradford. Chance was there. Couldn't get anything going there. Peters now rushes back in now for Ville Marie. Match Skivinen. Hit from behind. Took it back over. Now it's Fagrell. Fagrell laying it on back. Took it off just momentarily and taking the puck back now. He ends up getting Lukin, the Rattlers leading point getter. Lofted on back now. Kaspikov peels away from a check of Lemieux. Got back over to McLean. McLean out of the reach of him. May have hit Lemieux on the way. LaChapelle. Taken off by McLean. McLean intercepted there by Bellarose. Bellarose couldn't find his man Bloom on the pass. Bloom takes it right back. Took it off by Kaspakov once more. Back to Razanski. Razanski, back he comes to Radetsky. Radetsky shooting one, and that's blocked at the last moment there. And Levesque is going to get it down length of the ice, but no icing. Terrence McLean has to hustle back. He gets it there. Blum after him. Blum pressured his man. Kaspakov can't clear it. Kept alive by Bloom. Lemieux comes in to help. Gets hauled down, no call. Took it back over there by Mashkov, finding his man Rizanowski. Rikanowski goes wide, try to cut to the net, working it to the front there, and he couldn't find his man Radetsky on the pass. Ramel Talapov laid it back over, stopped momentarily by Ulet, got by him, but it slowed the puck down just enough so the Ville Marie Pirate defender can get it, stop it, and start back up as they do now. Lemieux lost it back into the corner. Guman pressuring his man hard. That's Martiska. Ramel Talapov, 2:40 remaining in this period. Menore heads off for the extra attacker. 6 attackers on for the Bradford Rattlers, try to get a goal to get within 2. Clearing attempt, got as far as center. Martiska back on Talapov. Talapov races one back in, took it off by Ulet. Ulet thought about going for the empty net. Why not? Puck lofted, slapped away by Sweeney, out of the reach of him and off the stick of Michael LaChapelle. So face off. He's going to come outside the Ville Marie zone. Menore is going to stay outside. Still 6 attackers on for the Bradford Rattlers, trying to tie this thing up. They're down by 3 though. It's a tall mountain to climb. Ulet saw that work right by him. Trying to work to the front there. He had to be quick going post to post on that slide. Puck loft back in. Back down the length of the ice, crawling around the boards. And so Terry McLean sees this one go behind his own net. He takes it and starts off. Lost the pass out of reach of his man, Missionis. He's going to start back in from behind his own net. Missionis is going to work it back over the half boards. Took him back off. Rink wide pass. This has eyes from the back of the net. It's going. And it's in. So the Ville Marie Pirates, with 1:44 to go in the 3rd period, are up 6-2. And this is the dagger in the heart of the Bradford Rattlers, as they will now find themselves down 2-1 in this series to the Ville Marie Pirates. And so they're going to have to try to tie the series back in front of a raucous crowd in Ville Marie. Arena holds about 700 fans. They sell out mostly every game. You can imagine what it's like in the playoffs. Rattlers need to get onside. 1:20. Time remaining in this game. Working it back over now. Trying to get a pass. Tozer rubbing his man off in front of the Bradford bench. You can tell by the Bradford Rattlers body language. Disappointed, frustrated. They're just getting outmatched by a Ville Marie team. Not out of it yet. Face-off taken off. Scramble for it. McLean rubs his man off. Now with 1 minute to go in this period. So the Bradford Rattlers went into Ville Marie down in the series, won it in a shootout, and for the 2nd straight time, Ville Marie comes into Bradford and steals the game for them, and for the 3rd straight game, the road team is going to win. So the way this one's going, it should look good for the Bradford Rattlers to tie the series up, headed back to Ville Marie. But it's going to be a tough task in front of them. Crowd, about 700, cheering on the team from Quebec. Ville Marie Pirates, and some people from Ville Marie have made the trip all the way down from Quebec to Bradford. Quite the fan base they have. As of 24 seconds to go, coincidental minors going both ways. Andy Romani obviously frustrated for the Bradford Rattlers. Tozer on the face-off, but got cleared back over to the red line with 20 to go. So the Ville Marie Pirates are going to head back to their barn with a 2-1 lead with a chance to close it out. Ville Marie Pirates 1 win away from the division final. Final score tonight, Ville Marie 6, Bradford Rattlers 2. And this is going to be the last home game this season for the Bradford Rattlers if they are not successful in Ville Marie. We hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast between the Ville Marie Pirates and the Bradford Rattlers. We will hopefully see you guys all back here in Bradford for Game 5. So Ville Marie heads back with a 2-1 lead in this series. For Nick Stella and the Bradford Rattlers, we wish you all a good night.